Fans around the world are reeling from the latest heartbreaking development involving one of music television's most beloved power couples, Shelton and Gwen Stefani. Known not only for their stellar careers but for their unwavering public support of one another, the news that has just emerged is nothing short of shocking. It's the kind of announcement that leaves fans speechless, unsure how to process the change after years of seeing their love story unfold in front of cameras and on concert stages. Shelton, a country music titan and longtime coach on The Voice, and Gwen Stefani, the pop-punk icon who fronted No Doubt and launched a massively successful solo career, became a symbol of unlikely but beautiful romance in Hollywood. Their chemistry, forged in the high-stakes environment of a televised competition, blossomed into something genuine, heartfelt, and seemingly unbreakable. Yet, even the strongest relationships can be tested in ways no one anticipates. For years, Blake and Gwen stood shoulder to shoulder through personal ups and downs. From their divorces to raising children, touring, and balancing careers, they seem to have it all figured out. But sources close to the couple have revealed that something shifted in recent months, a silence behind their usual sparkle. Insiders began noticing the pair attending fewer events together. Social media posts, once filled with declarations of love and humorous videos, had noticeably dwindled. Rumors began surfacing in quiet whispers that maybe all wasn't well behind the scenes. Now that quiet has erupted into a storm of headlines. A joint statement released to the media confirmed what fans had feared. Blake and Gwen are going through what has been described as a painful period of reflection and personal transformation. While the statement stopped short of announcing a separation or divorce, it emphasized that the couple is taking time apart to assess the future of their relationship. This vague but loaded phrasing has only fueled speculation. The entertainment industry, notorious for tearing couples apart, has claimed many victims, but Blake and Gwen seem to defy the odds. Their story was a modern fairy tale, beginning in the midst of mutual heartbreak after both artists ended their previous marriages. In each other, they appeared to find healing, laughter, and purpose. Their engagement in 2020 and wedding in 2021 were celebrated as joyful milestones, not just by friends and family, but by millions of fans across the globe. But in the world of high-profile fame, maintaining a relationship takes more than love. The constant scrutiny, the pressure to perform, and the challenges of separate touring schedules can all become stressors. And those close to the couple have hinted that these pressures may have played a significant role in the recent developments. Blake, who stepped back from The Voice after 23 seasons to focus on personal priorities and his Oklahoma ranch, reportedly yearned for a quieter life. Gwen, still very active in the fashion and music industries, may have struggled to align her fast-paced lifestyle with Blake's desire for calm. In past interviews, both have spoken openly about their differences, how their contrasting upbringings and musical backgrounds created a beautiful, albeit complex, dynamic. But sometimes, love alone isn't enough to bridge every gap. Sources say that this isn't an abrupt decision. The couple has been working through things privately for months, trying counseling and spending quality time together away from cameras. But as time passed, it became clear that they needed space to truly understand what they each wanted moving forward. The reaction from fans has been overwhelming. Social media has flooded with messages of support, disbelief, and heartfelt tributes to the love Blake and Gwen shared. Many are sharing throwback clips of their duet performances on The Voice, tearful renditions of Nobody But You, and snapshots from their wedding day, hoping that perhaps this is just a rough patch, not a final chapter. Their children, too, are at the heart of many fans' concerns. Gwen has 3 sons from her previous marriage to Gavin Rossdale, and Blake has been a devoted stepfather figure. The bond between Blake and the boys was always a touchstone in their relationship, frequently mentioned as one of the most meaningful aspects of their union. Insiders stress that, no matter what the future holds, Blake remains committed to the kids and intends to stay in their lives, regardless of the relationship's trajectory. It's also worth noting that neither party has ruled out reconciliation. The statement mentioned continued love and respect and asked for privacy, which to some fans is a small light of hope. In a culture often saturated with breakups and bitterness, Their mutual dignity in handling this situation is a reminder of the deep connection they still share. Still, others speculate whether the distance created by Blake's retreat to Oklahoma and Gwen's continued commitments in Los Angeles created a natural drift. Maintaining long-distance marriages is challenging for anyone, let alone a couple constantly in the public eye. And while their commitment to privacy is understandable, it leaves fans desperate for clarity. Celebrity friends of the couple have begun speaking out in support. Carson Daly, longtime Voice host and officiant at their wedding, shared a brief but emotional post. "Two of the kindest, most genuine people I know. Sending love to you both." Other colleagues echoed similar sentiments, reminding fans that relationships are hard, even more so when lived in the spotlight. But not everyone has been kind. In the corners of the internet where criticism brews quickly, some have pointed fingers, blaming fame, career decisions, or even personal growth. While no relationship is immune to judgment, the deeply personal nature of Blake and Gwen's connection makes the speculation particularly painful. Some fans point to Gwen's recent lyrics and public appearances as signs. A few noticed her appearing visibly emotional during performances, particularly when singing songs that were inspired by Blake. One moment, during a recent festival, she paused mid-song, eyes glistening, and whispered, "This one's always been for you." That clip quickly went viral and now carries even more emotional weight in light of the news. Meanwhile, Blake's recent appearances have been sparse. Since leaving The Voice, he has maintained a lower profile, spending more time on his ranch and focusing on his Ole Red Bar franchise. Friends say he's been reflective and quiet, preferring solitude as he navigates this uncertain period. Music has always been a refuge for both Blake and Gwen, and some fans are holding out hope that whatever they're going through may inspire new creative output. After all, some of their best songs came during moments of transition and vulnerability. A new duet could become both a therapy session and a public gesture, a way of processing the pain while connecting with the fans who have supported them. But for now, the world waits. Waits to see what path they choose. Waits to hear from the couple again. Waits to find out whether this is the end of an era or simply a painful chapter in a still unfinished love story. As with any celebrity relationship, the public only sees a fraction of the real story. Behind the red carpets and curated posts are real people, dealing with real emotions. And no matter how famous they are, heartbreak doesn't hurt any less. For now, all we can do is respect their privacy, honor the joy their love story brought to so many, and hope for healing, whatever form that may take. Whether together or apart, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani have already left an indelible mark on pop culture, country music, and millions of hearts around the world. And no matter where the road leads next, one thing is certain: their legacy of love, music, and resilience will not be forgotten anytime soon. The ripple effect of the news continues to spread, not only among fans, but throughout the entertainment industry. Radio hosts, talk shows, and entertainment reporters are carefully dissecting every possible clue, examining lyrics, past interviews, and body language in recent appearances. Everyone is asking the same question: what really happened? One recurring theme among close friends of the couple is the idea of growing in different directions. Those familiar with Blake and Gwen's inner circle say that their personalities, though once complementary, began to create tension over time. Blake's desire to settle down into a quieter lifestyle clashed with Gwen's bustling creative energy and her need to stay connected to the world of fashion and pop music. What once made them interesting and different may have become a wedge. Some sources even point to logistical strain, multiple homes, cross-country travel, and demanding professional schedules. While they did their best to prioritize their relationship, the distance and constant planning may have created a kind of fatigue that slowly wore down their emotional connection. Public reaction continues to vary. Many are simply heartbroken. Social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram are filled with fan edits, montages of Blake and Gwen's cutest moments, romantic duets, and interviews where they praised one another endlessly. Comments pour in with messages like, "If they can't make it, who can?" and "They were my hope for true love." Others offer heartfelt well wishes, reminding people that no matter the outcome, Love deserves to be celebrated even if it doesn't last forever. On the other hand, some are calling for restraint. Mental health advocates and celebrity watchdogs are reminding fans to avoid sensationalizing the situation or making assumptions.